So my name is JW. I live in Reno, Nevada, and my artist name is McCatter. My situation before starting was pretty much I was a self-taught producer that created pretty decent music, but it wasn't to a professional mixing level, and I didn't have very great mixing understanding. It made me feel kind of like I was stuck in certain places. It made me feel like maybe music was too daunting at certain points and like I couldn't do it. So I was a little bit worried in that aspect. The things I was unable to do really was like share my music and get it out to other people effectively, as well as create music in like a timely fashion. Because a lot of the time I would jump back and forth between projects and not get much done. So I've gotten a lot better at that. I found out about Best Music Coach through YouTube. I was just watching one of Dan's videos. It was a reaction video, Deltarunes chapter 3 and 4, a little bit after those came out. And I just thought it was really cool. So I continued to watch those videos and eventually got interested in the program that he had been mentioning. And I thought, maybe I would try it. So my thoughts going through the process, it was a little bit like daunting just how much like that I had to get through. Like a good thing to say is like where you're doing something you love, it doesn't feel like work. And so I just felt like I was absorbing information, I was absorbing tools to use for my creations in music. And so everything I would just like think about in relation to my own work. And that really helped me continue to work through it. My only doubts and fears were that like I wasn't gonna be, cut out for making the music that I thought I was cut out for, especially with like ambitious goals that I set for myself for becoming a musician and like having my music in games or having my music in movies or having my music in any soundtrack environment. So my fear was that I wouldn't make any progress because it's a big world and there's a lot of talented people in the world. So I was scared about in retrospect. What made me say yes anyway was just the passion that I saw that the coach had for the music that he was listening to. I just thought it was really cool because I could see like the passion behind, oh, well, this sounds like this, and oh, this gives me this feeling. And the reason that's so valuable is we have this thing that's an art form that like allows you to, without words, convey emotion that you might not otherwise be able to do. And I thought it was a very powerful message that I was hearing about connecting, putting people together, because that's what music does, is it brings people together. And it's a very beautiful thing. So I was very convinced by the passion that I saw, and I wanted to have results. Now, where I'm at is I have released one professional piece of music, Longing for a Better Tomorrow, and I think it was a great release. I learned a lot about how to effectively make music that sounds professional, and mixing is something that I learned so much about because I was completely lost on that coming into the program. So that's something that I really have gotten to understand, as well as getting my music out in a more timely fashion because it used to take me to make songs on my second like professional release. It's coming out very soon. And I've actually found, my passion. It just makes me feel like I actually have a purpose. And I thought after that, I really felt at certain points like a failure. And it's been hard, just adjusting to like my life and my mental health and trying to figure out what works best for me in terms of like lifestyle. And I just think that this has done so much for me in terms of helping myself have an outlet, but also see a like career path for myself as well, that I would actually do that career. I would go down that career and I would be passionate about that career and I'd be good at that career. So it's just been so nice in that regard. Like I said before, now I can make songs much quicker. I can understand things that I couldn't understand before, just about modes, about scales, like what makes chords happy versus sad. Like these are things that I kind of just had to blindly feel out before and be like, oh, well, I like how that sounds. I don't know why. I can now be like, oh, I really like that because it sounds like it just gives it like such a funky feel And so like those type of things I can analyze now, and I can look into music and I can apply it to my own music, and I have a better understanding of like why somebody might do something that they chose to do in a song, or why a song sounds so full, or why a song sounds not so full. And I've learned a lot about that in this program. If I were watching this video right now and I was somebody that was kind of unsure, lost in my music creation process, I would say that this is a great tool for me. Becoming a member of the Gamer Music Creator Guild was a great decision for me, because not only have I gotten like the tools to understand my music on a deeper level, but I've also gotten the tools to like improve my mindset and around not only music but like my day-to-day life, which I wasn't expecting from like the music program, but it was definitely worth the time investment. It was really awesome. So if you really are feeling like it's time to do something with my music and I want to become somebody who can create professional music, I think this is a great choice. That's what I tell myself if I went back and had to tell myself to join, as I would tell myself about the mindset and about how much that's done to help me like shape my experience and my understanding and my day-to-day life as well, and getting through just things that I don't want to do, like dishes or things like that. And now I can kind of like get my body into the place it needs to be. And sometimes I still fall back, but like I have tools, and so it's very valuable because I have people that are like gonna continue giving me that feedback loop of, hey, we're gonna continue moving, we're gonna continue doing what we need to do. And that's pretty valuable for me. So if you're somebody that finds that to be valuable, I think that it's a good fit.